YouTube on a community, Beach Boys fans, random people on the internet. My name is Giggins, and I'm joined here today by my fiance, Miss Jenny Jamball. Hey, girl.
Hi, fiance.
Hi, fiance. So, this is a special episode of Beach Boys Wednesday, which might air on a Wednesday or might not, depending on when I feel like putting it up. Long story short, I went to Australia. Me and Jenny went to every record store we can find and
God.
raided the Beach Boys section at every chance we had. And it was just so much fun because for me, I'm in a different country. I'm seeing records I don't normally see. And, for Jenny, I don't want to speak for you, but I think having me as an outsider must have been fun to be like, oh, cool, his reaction to stuff. Like, what was it like to go shopping in Australia for records?
It's amazing because, I feel like you're my good luck charm. You help me find amazing things. I never walk out empty-handed when I'm with you. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but definitely the wallet took a bit of a hit, but that's fine. But yeah, it was really great to just see how excited you got about certain like pressings and alternate covers and different track lists and things. It was really exciting for me to, see how, stoked you were and seeing everything. And plus, what's better than digging with your best friend? Like, come on, it's
I
the best.
truly like that is the best thing. Like, I as for those who don't know, I work in a record store and it's always fun watching people come in shopping together and seeing what they find or someone goes
Yeah.
with the other person, they're like, "Oh, you would love this album." Like it's just like a really cool bonding experience.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And we picked up a lot of records from a lot of bands, but we did well with the Beach Boys stuff. So let's just jump right in. So Jenny, what's your first record you want to show off?
Okay, bear with me. I have a very awkward big stack of records on my lap here. So let's see. The first one that I have is Brian Wilson's self-titled album from 1988. Oh my gosh, here, there we go. Got it right. So we picked this up from Sandy's Records. Now,
Oh
this
yeah.
isn't the 1988 copy. This is the Record Store Day version, which is like a blue swirl and it's an expanded edition. And I think it came out in 2022
I can't remember. A while
somewhere
ago.
around there.
But yeah.
But I always wanted it and I never got it, and now I have it, and I'm so excited because I'm a big fan of Brian Wilson. I don't know if you can tell the posters and things behind me. I love Brian. So this was, oh my God, I was so stoked. And Sandy's record store was, I'm so glad we went there. Like, wow, one of the best stores ever. Like, incredible. So shout out to Sandy's, and this album freaking rules. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's mhm.
Sandy's was incredible. We learned a lot from, I think Nigel was the owner,
Yeah,
and
Nigel, yeah.
he told us he's been running that store since like 1975 or something.
Hmm.
In that same location. Like, it was really cool to chat with him about like he went from records to records to tapes to CDs to nothing to digital to records again. So it was cool to pick his brain for a while. I got a couple records at Sandy's too, but not a Beach Boys one.
No,
So
no beat.
I'm glad you picked that
Yeah.
one up.
Me
And that
too. Finally have
one,
it in the collection. I'm so excited.
is it a two
Yeah.
LP set or just one?
It is, it's two. So there's like an ex like the second record is like instrumentals and alternate takes and just amazing. So I can't wait. Can't wait
There's some
to play it.
great tunes on that one. Great tunes.
Yeah. Great tunes, as I say. Yeah. What do
Um,
you got?
I'm going to show off this copy of Live in London that I've never seen before with this
Oh
really
yeah.
groovy
Ooh,
cover. Look at that. We got this
hot.
in Wollongong
Wollongong at Music Farmers.
Music
Wollongong.
Farms. And that was a really densely packed store. There was a lot in that little shop. And I don't remember if you found this or if I found this, but one of us was digging and it came up.
Yeah.
But I love this one. It just says Australia on the back, and you guys, Australia printed this album several times. There's the other red
We
cover
did.
with them standing on it, which is I love
Yeah.
that cover. But this one's cool too, and they've used this picture numerous times on releases in Australia. It's like they had one
Yeah.
picture where like use it, just keep using it. And
Yeah. Get their money's worth.
yeah, what label does it look like? Oh, it's just orange, an orange capital label.
Oh my God.
Nothing too
Gorgeous.
special. So I'm assuming probably an early to mid 70s copy. But yeah, made and printed in Australia. So that was a very cool find.
Yeah, I'm
I
so
thought
so
first
happy
check.
you found that. That was
I
awesome.
haven't even put that one on yet.
No, that tends to be the way. I don't think I've played any of these yet. A couple of them, but not all of them. So
Yeah.
I've got a lot of busy listening to do. Should I go with my next one?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, oop, I don't want to drop anything here. Beach Boys 15 Big Ones. Japanese, 1976. This one came out. We got this at Tengu Records in Newtown,
Love that.
one of the coolest record stores I've been to. It's new. I think when we visited, it had been open for about 8 weeks.
Yeah.
And it was a Japanese gentleman running the place. So he had just stacked. Like, I've never seen a selection like that. They also had Love You on Japanese, but it was a little bit more expensive. So I was like, I'll just get
Yeah.
15 Big Ones because I love that album. But I mean, it's all right. It's an okay album, but I'm just so excited to have this. I've been slowly picking up more Japanese records as I see them. Even though I already have this copy, it's Japanese. It's got the OB. Some people think it's a bit of a gimmick. Who cares? Japanese records sound amazing.
They do.
And yeah, incredible record stores. If you're ever in Sydney, Australia, get to Newtown, get to Tengu Records. Incredible record store. Love this.
Yeah, Tengu
Yeah.
was awesome. Talking to that guy, I don't know if he spends part of his time in Tokyo and comes back and forth, but it was one of those shops that like we went into, and it's like the shop of your dreams, like all these super obscure records, all these gorgeous Japanese copies of things that you'll never see anywhere else. We went there twice. We left, and then we
Yeah.
came back the same night because we were
We
like,
did.
we have to pick up some more. Like this place, this is too cool. Like, yo, you don't want any store to close, but that was one of those places where it's like, I hope this store doesn't close. I have to go back because it's like they were truly special, and that's where I
Yeah.
got two Beatles records from.
You
Uh,
did. You
I didn't buy any
did.
Beach Boys there, but man,
Yeah. Unreal.
Tengu Records. If you're in the
Thank
Newtown
you,
area of
everyone.
Sydney, check that
Yeah.
joint out.
Hmm.
These, we found a couple of these at, I think it was Vintage Record in the
Oh,
Vintage
yes.
Record.
Yes.
I don't know what town
Yeah,
that
in
is.
Annandale. I think it's the vintage record. Yeah.
What town is that?
Annandale.
Annandale.
It's on Parramatta Road. If you're Australian, you'll know Parramatta Road is where businesses go to die because like nothing stays open on that road.
Pretty
But for
brutal.
some reason, this record store has survived everything. It's been there forever. So go them. That's dedication.
It's truly, it's such a great store. We've never left empty-handed in that place too, but
Never.
yeah, we picked up two promo copies there. So here's a great little copy of End of the Summer, probably the most common greatest hits there is, but probably the best greatest hits of the early stuff. One of the best album covers of all time. And it's got the little Made in Australia down here, which is different from the American ones. But the coolest thing, look at that, sample record, not for
Yeah.
sale. It says oh, it's a bunch of copyright crap, but basically, sample record not for sale. But look, I've never seen Endless Summer as a promo copy. How cool is that? But
Amazing.
just the normal insert, no poster, but the
Yeah.
normal middle. And I'll show this one because it was just part of it. But Beach Boys Love You was also a sample. I like that the word sample copy. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
here's like a you go get a cheese sample or a cookie sample. Here's your little record sample. Here's your Beach Boys Love You.
Have it.
But
But
yeah,
they were $5 each, which like that's $5 Australian. In
really
US, that's like $2 something or $3. Like literally nothing. So
incredible,
cheap.
and they're in beautiful shape too. But it's just
Yeah.
cool to see. Where is it? Sample copy.
Amazing.
Love that. So thank you to the Vintage Record in Annandale.
Well, I raised your sample record with a promo. Sorry, I'm knocking my laptop here. With a promo copy, we found this on the first day. You landed, you got off the plane, and we went straight to the record store, as you do.
Yeah.
So this was Source Records in Janali. We found Van Dyke Park. So it's not exactly Beach Boys, but Beach Boys adjacent.
Yeah.
Anyone that knows me knows that I'm a huge Van Dyke Parks fan. I think I talk about him several times a day. I even said to Giggens this morning, I'm so excited to do this Zoom with you because I get to talk about Van Dyke Parks because I'm Van Dyke Parks crazy right now. So
BDP
I,
Philly.
yeah, VDP girly. I'm in my VDP era. I'm just crazy about him. So this is a promo. Where's the camera? There it is, promo.
Oh, it's gold stitch.
Um,
That's so cool.
yeah, so cool. I haven't played this yet, but I've heard it. I've obviously heard this record.
Yeah,
Open Moon, I think it was like, I don't know, $20, and this was Source Records in Janelli. Really cool little record store. Never
yeah.
left empty-handed there either. But just Van Dyke Parks is a bloody genius. People say Brian Wilson is a genius. Hello, Van Dyke Parks. Okay, come on.
I'm really
So
glad you picked that one up.
oh my God, so excited. And this isn't something this is kind of leveraging off this one. I'm not trying to steal your limelight here, but the lovely Giggins got me a present that he gave to me, which is also Van Dyke Parks, which is Moonlighting, which is also a promo. I, not even kidding, listen to this album every day. I played it every day since January. It is so good. It's 1998. It's just live. It's just a live record of Van Dyke playing some of his originals, a lot of stuff from Orange Crate Art. And at the end of each song, he just like talks about stuff. And I feel like I need to get the thesaurus out because I don't understand
Yes.
what he's talking about. He's
Yeah.
so goddamn smart.
Yeah.
But yeah, Moonlighting, promo.
That thing is
Okay.
right behind is the cowboy,
Oh
cowboy.
yeah, this is the lovely Giggins drew this for me. If you haven't heard Cowboy by Van Dyke Parks, the version on Moonlighting is Chef's Kiss. So good. Please play it. It's amazing. All right,
It's
I'll
a
stop talking
cool
about Van
album.
Dyke Parks now. I'll
No,
stop.
it's a cool album because like it was probably recorded like at like a supper club or something. It's not like some giant venue. It's like a little jazz lounge.
Ash Grove. The
Oh,
Ash Grove is where it was.
okay.
Yeah.
Astro.
So,
Oh, yes.
mhm.
Um, my next find, I haven't opened this, but I might open it tomorrow when I have time to listen to it. We got this at Red Eye Records in downtown Sydney, which is like, where all the city is happening. And this is from the really great rhythm and blues label. They've put out so many of these official records, and they're so rad. So this is the Beach Boys at the Fillmore East in like 1970 or 71, and some really cool tracks that you don't see too often on a Beach Boys album, like them covering Your Song, the Elton John song, which is nice. You got It's About Time, Student Demonstration Time, Do It Again from that era. They open with Cotton Fields, which is, or Heroes and Villains. But then they got two tracks from when they were on the David Frost show, Wouldn't It Be Nice, and Cool Cool Water, which is really, really nice. Here's the back cover, some liner notes.
So freaking cool.
That cover is great. Love that
Yeah.
cover. And
Amazing.
I love the price tag on there. So, okay, this record, if we sold it here in America, maybe $30, maybe $30, 55 bloody Australian dollars. Insane. But,
Yeah.
I paid for it with American money on my card. So I made out like a bandit in Australia because it was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was cool. But yeah, stoked to have this one. I got another one of these when I was at Red Eye
Yes.
last time I was down. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure how often these come out or how they come out or who contacts who to get them, but thanks Rhythm and Blues for releasing them.
Yeah. No, I'm so glad you picked that one up because Red Eye is one of those stores. It's like if you're in Sydney, you need to go to Red Eye Records. And I've been
Have
going
to.
there since I was a kid. Like I bought some of my first CDs and records from Red Eye Records when I was in high school. So I'm so glad that they're still operating and they've been around forever. Like incredible store. Really, really awesome.
Didn't you say they were in a different location when you were a kid?
They were closer to the rocks area, so kind of between the rocks and where they are now. So just like just in the middle there, they're up a little side street.
Oh,
And they
the
had
street down
like
there.
two levels. It was really cool. It was a bit bigger. And they had a really great like hardcore section because when I was 15, I was hardcore, I was so cool. So I bought a
Oh
lot of my I bought a lot of my punk records when I was there. So that's really
my
cool.
God, it's so cool. I would have loved to have seen it back then, especially that I love that the rocks area. It's so cool over there.
Beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah.
Here you
All
go.
right, my next record is I don't know how many people have heard this. It needs to be played. It is incredible. We got this from not a record store. We got this from a bookstore. We got this from Kinokuniya
Oh
Kinokuniya
yeah.
bookstore. I don't know if you can see that. Add some music to your day on Wild Honey Records. So this is by, I wrote the name down so I don't get it wrong, Tatsuro Yamashita, a
Yeah.
Japanese artist. This was released in 1972. Obviously, this is a repress from Light in the Box Records, I think they're called, Light in the Box.
We're letting the
Um,
attic. Possibly?
Oh, Light in the Attic. That's it. Light in the Attic. Thank
So
you.
cool. So cool.
And it's Beach Boys adjacent. Obviously, add some music to your day. Wild Honey Records. So Tatsuri Yamashita was a huge Beach Boys fan. Just absolutely loved them. And he recorded this when he was 19 years old. And it's a bunch of Beach Boys covers on here. So we've got the whole first side pretty much is all Beach Boys covers. We've got Wendy, Don't Worry Baby, Help Me Rhonda, Ha Crazy Cutie, and Your Dreams Come True, and Your Summer Dream. And it is, I remember hearing this for the first time, and I at first was like, this is kind of trash. I didn't like the way it sounded. But then I kind of did a bit more digging, and I was like, wow, like he was a fascinating guy, super fascinating. And in 78, he was a part of another record called Pacific, which is a bunch of instrumental city pop, Japanese type music. And in one of the tracks, it's like 10 minutes long, he has a little sample of Girls on the Beach, like right at the end. And I'd never noticed that before. And I've heard that album so many times. And I was like, oh my God. So this guy is a huge, huge Beach Boys fan. Highly recommend giving this a play. It's so unique. You'll never hear anything else like it. And it's great to hear a really big fan covering music that we know and love. So add some music to your day. Tatsura Yamashita. This was probably my most expensive record I bought when you were here, but it
Yeah.
was well worth it. Like I didn't even think about it. I'm like, I'm getting this because I've never seen this. Never. This is like bootleg material. Like you don't see this on ever. So give this a play. Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, I remember hearing some of that a long, long time ago, and
Mm.
I forgot about it. And either you told me about it when we first started talking, or something, and then I remembered it then. But seeing it in the shop that day, it was like, oh my God, here it is. And
Yep.
putting it on, there's a charm to that that's like
Yeah.
undeniably cool. And the fact that he's
Hmm.
like singing in a different language and learned all these songs, and back then there was no internet back then. You have to like
No.
hear it, figure it out on the piano or something. There was sheet music, of course, but like the
Yeah.
dedication to that is insane. And then he went on to become a super prolific writer. I mean, like he had a huge career later on.
Yeah.
So
Massive.
you never know where they're gonna go. But that record, yeah, I gotta put that on Spotify soon because it's been a long time.
Very cool.
Love it.
Yeah.
Uh, just did a review for this one. It's out now. Beach Boys Greatest Hits. Not much to say beyond Beach Boys medley and Beach Boys ballads are on here. Beach Boys ballads is exclusive to this album. It's not on anything else that I know of. And it's cool, but it's so clunky. That ballads medley is so clunky, especially when they go from Girls on the Beach to Ballad of Old Betsy. It cuts off right before Denny comes in with the show-stopping best two lines in the entire song. And yeah, you're left a little wanting for lack of a cleaner explanation. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's yeah. But the cool thing is they put the information about where the songs charted when they came out, how long they were on the charts in Australia. So for me, this is like a gold mine because I love the charts. And the cover's cool.
Yeah. It's super cool.
Yeah. So
Awesome stuff.
this was at a record fair in the Blue
In
Mountain.
Glenbrook. Yeah,
Glen,
Glenbrook. We went to a really cool record fair there. No entry, you could just walk right in. It wasn't massive, but there was heaps of cool stuff there. And it's I always stop. They do it every long weekend.
yeah,
So
two things. We got this one, and then we got
yeah. Jackie Wilson. I got a Jackie Wilson. You bought it for me, Rick Petite,
yeah. I got
which
a
is our
40.
favorite.
I got an EP. I got the Hard Day's Night EP there. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yes. There we go. Amazing. Now, this record I didn't technically buy with you, but it got delivered to my house when you were here. So we opened it together. So I like to say that we got it together.
Yeah.
But this was Record Store Day 2025 UK. So we didn't get it in Australia. You guys didn't get it in America, but it is Caroline Now. The songs of Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys covers album put out on Marina Records. Marina Records. It originally came out in the year 2000, and I don't think it's been pressed since. I think there was like a 2018 pressing, maybe somewhere around there, but
Okay.
then nothing since, and it goes for like crazy money online. But UK did it for Record Store Day this year. I don't want to admit how much I paid on shipping to get this sent here, but you know what? It's part of our collection now, so I think it's an investment piece, and it's incredible. Like great covers, highly recommend giving this one a play. It's really cool. It's four, like, well, two records, but on both sides. So there's a lot of really
Oh,
cool stuff there
nice back
and
picture.
great photo on the
Yeah.
back too. So
I mean,
really
that's,
cool.
yeah, we're never gonna get rid of because it's like I think I have that on CD, but the record,
Yeah.
it looks so close to the record. Oh my God.
I know. So I don't know which record store I got this from in the UK. I think Gravel sounds right to me. Maybe Gravel Records in the UK. I'm not sure. But super glad I picked this up. So those UK people were super lucky to get this on their list this year.
I mean, and
Yeah.
once again, cool Beach Boys releases evaded the
Hmm.
US. So,
Yeah.
come on, guys.
Come on.
This was a find that you and I have both looked at for as long as we've gone to the Velvet Fog in Katoomba.
Yes.
Um, Wild Honey.
Hmm.
This cover is so cool. So this is part of the World Record Club series, which I've got a couple now from this series. So it
Yeah.
must have been like their version of like Columbia House or RCA or whatever from that we had in America. But yeah, printed in Australia. The World Record Club had offices in Melbourne, Hartwell, Sydney, Adelaide, Perth. So they were all over Australia. But yeah, a Capitol recording released in Australia exclusively by World Record Club. And I love this thing. The back cover is great. This must have come out in late 69, I'm assuming, somewhere in there. But
Look at
oops,
that.
such a groovy shot. But that cover is cool. Just a dripping honeycomb. What do you think?
Yeah.
And
So cool. I love the text as well. The text is so cool. Like the font they chose.
country like a what Kyle like
Yeah,
country.
West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it sounds great. It's a gorgeous shape. It really is something else. But that's
It
very cool.
sounds great. We played that at my parents' place and it sounded awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very unusual release, but I love that one.
Woohoo! I'm so glad you got that because I've had my eye on that for a long time. And every time I go there, I'm like, oh, I'll buy it if it's still here next time. And then next time comes and I'm like, "Oh, I'll buy it next time." So I'm so glad you finally got it. And Velvet Fog in Katoomba just celebrated 50 years, I think, of being open. Was it 50 or 20? No,
20,
maybe not 50.
25.
20.
It was 25.
Yeah, which is unreal. Like, especially for a place like Katoomba, that's like no one's going to Katoomba to buy records. I should say that. You're going there to look at the views. So the
Yeah,
fact that they've been able to stay in business, well done.
amazing.
So the next record I have another Japanese pressing. This is from, I always get the name of the store wrong. Repressed. I always say it wrong.
But repress, like you're repressing a record. Yeah.
Repressed records in Newtown. The Beach Boys made in the USA. This
So
came
cool.
out in 1986. And let me see if I can get this out without wrecking it, but it's on gorgeous, 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 gorgeous blue vinyl.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
I forgot about
so
that. It
cool.
looks
So
so
that was
good.
part of the reason why I got it because I was like, come on, like I'm such a sucker for anything like colored or if it's got like an Obi or like a hype sticker on it. I'm like, I'm the target audience for that kind of stuff. I
Yeah.
really am.
That
Yeah.
Obi, like, it matches perfectly with that record cover.
Oh, they have a really good Japanese section at Repress Records.
They
It's
do.
incredible.
Yeah, they
I
really.
again another store that I never leave empty-handed, and this is just classic, 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 classic. Like check it out, it's so good,
That was the
amazing.
that was the cassette that my brother got when we were kids, and the first time I heard Heroes and Villains was on that tape, and it scared the you know what out of me. Terrifying song as a kid.
That's
Um,
too funny.
but yeah, no, Repress Records is great. I got a copy of Paul Simon's the Paul Simon songbook there, a Japanese reissue from '73, I think, and really really
So
cool.
cool.
But yeah, I did a blind buy a couple years ago for a cassette tape by a band called The Blanket,
Yeah,
which I love. So yeah, that store is wonderful, and everyone there has been super nice whenever we go in. Um, my last record is a birthday present from Miss Jenny Jamball, and something I've wanted for a long time now because it's so different. But it's Friends with
yeah.
again. Remember this picture from earlier with the let me pull it out. Live in London. Look
Our
familiar?
favorite photo to use.
Yeah, this thing is wild. Like time period is fairly accurate. I think this picture is from late 67. I think this is just around the time of when Smile would have come out maybe. But yeah, cool picture. But this one is also a World Record Club release, but it's got good vibrations on it, which is really a trip.
Like,
Um,
what the heck?
but I love where they put it. They put it right before transcendental meditation. So it's like you go from busy doing nothing and work your way up to the craziness of
Yeah.
the TM song. Hey, they did that song twice. TM song and transcend. How am I just not realizing that? But yeah,
And Beach
it
Boys
sounds
fan are
good.
you?
I, it sounds good. I mean, it's a great sounding copy, but yeah, hearing good vibrations, it works, but it doesn't work. It's weird.
So weird.
You know why I think it works is because there's so many compilations of songs
Yeah.
of random track listings. I think we're just kind of desensitized to like the track list, the order or something. So
Yeah.
for me, it absolutely works. But yeah, I just as a curiosity, I just love that, including Good Vibrations, because you have to remember it was a single.
Yeah.
It wasn't on an album. It was on Smiley Smile, but I always forget that it's on Smiley Smile because it doesn't fit on that album at all.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-mm.
And your Smiley Smile with the white cover, I can't remember if that has good vibrations on it or not. I don't remember. It must have.
Might.
It
I
must have.
think it does,
I haven't
which
played it in a
is a
while.
really cool copy of that as well on the MFP label, Music for Pleasure. So
That one's
really
MF.
cool.
Cool.
Yeah, MFP.
Well, that was my last record. So, do you have one more?
Oh, I've got one more. So, my parents have a copy of this, so but I don't. And I'm going to be transferring my collection over to America very soon. So I need my own copy of this. So this is. So you just think, oh, the Beach Boys all summer long, like whatever. Actually, no, it's
Oh,
also Supergirl. So it's
two
a
for
double. We got a lot of these double records in Australia.
so good. Oh,
So
the
it's
covers.
two. Yeah. And two for the price of one. This came out in 1976. And I just love it's got all the two LP set. It's got this little, I don't know what this is. I don't know if that's like a store. Advance Australia. I'm not sure what that is. And then this. Like I said, hype stickers, things like that. They just
Nice tag.
oh, I need to buy it. And this was from Halcyon Days? Halcyon Days in Newtown? I don't know how to say it correctly.
Oh, Halcyon. Yeah, where? Which one was that one?
It's really small. It's been only open for about 6 or 7 years now. But the guy, it's like a
Oh,
passion project for him. Like I remember
perfect.
chatting to him the first time I went there, and he said, I'm here because I love it. And that's why the records are pretty fairly priced. I think this was $20 Australian, which
That's
is like
fine.
$12 American.
Yeah.
It's unbeatable. So he prices to sell. He wants people to go home with these records, and it's a really great little store. It's not the biggest store, but you always find something really cool when you're there. But yeah, I love these double records. I've got a couple. I've got Friends and Wild Honey
Mm-hmm.
and
Surfing
Surfing
USA.
USA and Surfing Safari is the other one that I have. There's
So,
Beach Boys Party and
Summer Days.
Summer Nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't found that one yet. I am on the hunt. So
Have you ever seen
yeah.
the Pet Sounds and Smiley Smile one?
No, I don't
I
think I ever will.
I only
That's a
just
whole
learned about that because the insert to the 20 greatest hits has the pictures of the albums you can buy, and that's one of
yeah.
them. I've never seen that one. I'll have to
One
look.
day, fingers crossed for that one. We'll
Oh,
find it.
someday.
Yeah,
Um,
someday.
well, this was super cool to show up our Beach Boys collection because we made out like bandits down there this time.
We
Like
did.
we cleared out the Beach Boys sections. Sorry, everybody
Yeah.
else. Um, but yeah, that was so much fun, and I'm gonna just hold them up here because look at all these cool Australian Beach Boys
Let
records.
me try. I can't hold all of them, but I got a couple I can hold in my hand. So cool.
Jenny girl, thank you so much for taking me around to all the record stores and showing me around and introducing me to all the cool people that own these places and just having the best time of our lives. It was the best trip of my entire life, and it was just so much. We found so many cool things. It was
Did a lot of good memories digging with you, and it was the best trip. Every trip that we see each other is the best trip, and
absolutely.
for reasons that have been spoken about many times with a lot of people, this was the best trip because um, the lovely Giggins proposed to me. So that is just gonna be the Beach Boys wedding of the century. My God,
We
I've had
got
people ask if we're gonna live stream it. I said I don't think so. That's not gonna happen.
we do plan on inviting the Beach Boys for a full reunion at our wedding with all of them. They have to perform a full show.
No, I even though I know you're joking, we are inviting them. You never know. Maybe Al will turn up. Maybe David Marks. I'm banking on that. He could turn up. I don't know.
I want Blondie and Ricky there. Like
Oh,
I want
yes.
I want Stamos. Like I want everybody there. Like
We want we want them more. It's going to be one for the book. But it was really great to be on your channel yet again, Giggins. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this and letting me talk to all the amazing people that follow you. And um, I love the Beach Boys. Not
I,
as much as Giggins, though.
we're all just keeping the summer alive.
Yep, yep.
I wonder if
There
that
we go.
thumbs up will show up in the video.
We'll
Okay,
see.
missed. All right. Um, Thanks everybody for watching. Let us know what your favorite record was from this bunch. If you have questions about them, just ask the questions below. We'll answer you too. But yeah, Jenny, if you want people to give you a follow, where should they find you?
Find me on Instagram at Jenny Jamball. I post about the Beach Boys literally every single day. And since January, I've posted about nothing else but the Beach Boys. That's all I post right now because I'm just feeling the Beach Boys vibes. Beach Boys and Van Dyke Park. So you can find me at Jenny Jamball on Instagram, and I make a lot of videos talking about the Beach Boys and Beach Boys adjacent stuff. And it's a safe space for everyone to come and talk about the Beach Boys. Unless you hate Kokomo, we might clash a little bit because I'm a Kokomo lover. But please come. I'm always open to have a chat about things. So that's
There you go. Link is
me.
in the little box below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Jenny, for being on. This was a blast. And
Yeah.
see you guys in the comments and see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.
See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.